Hey everyone, it's Michael Brook from Rapid Couples Counselling. I just thought I'd record this video called Train Your Partner Like a Dog. This might seem a little bit controversial, but there are 4 principles of dog training that work very, very well in human relationships that, if violated, gets people really, really pissed off. The 4 principles of dog training that work really well when applied to relationships in order to have a happy relationship. If those principles are violated, then overall dissatisfaction can increase over time. So, what are they? The first one is always reward good behavior. If you've got a dog, and I've got a beautiful dog, he's an ex-racing greyhound. If you ask your dog to do something and you don't reward it, what happens? The dog looks at you going, hang on, you're asking me to do this thing, I've done it, and I'm not getting rewarded. So why should I do it? It's really important, if you're trying to get your dog to behave well, to reward the behavior that you want. So that's the first one, always reward good behavior. The second one is never punish good behavior. And if you ask your dog to do something and it does what you want it to do, and then you immediately punish it, well, it gets this very confused look on its face, and it goes, why the hell are you asking me to do this thing and then punishing me when I'm doing the right thing? The next one is never reward bad behavior. So if you want a dog to do something and it does the exact opposite, you don't reward them for doing the exact opposite. And the final one, the fourth principle of dog training that works very well with human relationships is never hit or strike the animal because it destroys the relationship. So that's about dog training. Now let's talk about how this applies in human relationships. Well, the first one is always reward good behavior. And if your partner's doing something well or doing something that you want, it's important that you reward them. And what a lot of people do in relationships is that they ask their partner to do something, they make the change and they're doing what they want, and then they don't reward it. So they stop. This is particularly true if a relationship is in crisis. If a relationship is in crisis and normally the lotus partner in the relationship says, I need you to do X, Y, Z, in order for me to be happy, in order for this crisis to go away, the partner does X, Y, Z, and the desired partner still keeps punishing them even though the partner's doing the right thing. I've seen that a lot, and it doesn't work. It doesn't resolve the crisis. So you should always reward good behavior. Principle number 2, when applied to relationships, you should never punish good behavior, is basically what a lot of people do when people are trying to resolve a relationship crisis. So they say, I want you to do X, Y, Z, and because maybe they've done something in the past that was poorly considered or bad. So I want you to do X, Y, Z, and they do X, Y, Z, and they keep punishing them as if they were behaving badly. If a partner says, hang on, you asked me to do X, Y, Z, I'm used to being punished by you, and then you asked me to do X, Y, Z, I'm doing X, Y, Z, and I'm still being punished even though I'm doing the right thing. And what typically happens then, the partner goes, what am I doing this for? What's the point? All right, you're going to punish me either way. It doesn't work in long-term relationships. The next thing is never reward bad behavior. So how does this play out in human relationships? Well, it's something typical like, I don't know, cheating. If someone commits infidelity or a breach of trust and their partner forgives them, well, typically what happens is that will often create the circumstances in which their partner does it again. A significant proportion of cheaters will keep on cheating because there are never any consequences for their infidelity. And so never reward bad behavior. And the final one is never hit or strike the animal because it destroys the relationship. Well, that comes down to communication. Being highly critical, being contemptuous, doing stonewalling defensiveness. This is John Gottman's 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. When you're contemptuous, when you're criticizing your partner, or either it's emotional abuse or physical abuse, all of these things are the equivalent of hitting and striking an animal, and that destroys the relationship little by little. So these are the 4 principles of dog training that work really well in human relationships. It's important to notice what's going on in terms of the behaviors. So if your partner's doing what you want, reward them. If they're doing what you want and I've made changes, don't punish them the way you used to. Change your behavior. You need to change in response to your partner's change. And the final one is never reward bad behavior. If you ask your partner to do something and they're not doing it, don't reward it. And the final one is never criticize or be contemptuous to your partner. It's never a good idea, and it just destroys and eats away the heart of the relationship. So I hope this video has helped. Please like and subscribe. If this has brought up anything for you and you'd like to book in for a session, there's a link on the video that if you can click on the link. If this has challenged you, that's great. A lot of people's relationships are transformed merely by understanding these ideas, that they, particularly for the low desire partner in a relationship, or if a relationship's in crisis, if they stop punishing good behavior, if they begin rewarding each other for doing the right thing and stop these mutual deprivation cycles, if they both get into rewarding good behavior, then the relationship tends to improve really quickly. So I hope this has helped. Once again, please like and subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video, and I look forward to making more quality content for you soon. Thanks very much. Bye.